Hi, it's Martin and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's video is behind the scenes at the Unravel Autumn Yarn Show. I am currently at the Little Grey Girl HQ here in Bearsted, which is in the south of England in Maidstone near Kent. It doesn't feel very autumnal though. You can tell by my rosy cheeks and the need for sunglasses. It is baking. Cars, sorry. I've tried to film. I've tried to film this like 10 times and you're just gonna have to put up with the noise, I'm afraid. It's gonna be one of those bitty behind the scenes videos. So I'm here with Gemma for the weekend and I'm gonna be on Gemma's stall. We've been to get the van hire. We've been to hire the van. We've loaded the van, which is why I am now a big sweaty mess. So if we have everything in and yeah, it is gloriously sunny here in Bearsted. I'll get Gem to film a bit of footage as we drive through the village. The village is so pretty where she lives. And yeah, let's take you on our fun weekend away car for the yarn show in a heat wave. Rumour has it, it's going to be 33 degrees centigrade, which I have no idea. What's that in Fahrenheit? She's just arrived.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Too effing hot.
Oh, I'm glad yeah, too effing hot. Very hot for the yarn show. 33 degrees on Saturday. That's going to be fun. But yeah, we're ready and we are shortly going to make our way. It's about an hour and a half from Gemma. The van hire has air conditioning, which is the most important bit. So if I stand around chatting to you for much longer, we're going to be late for loading in. So let's go. What were you doing?
It's me.
Grid wall, showbox.
Showbox, yarn, bags. What have we forgotten?
I don't think we've forgotten anything. The van
Shelves.
is very full. Wool?
Wool. Lots, all the bloody wool.
Sunglasses. Stop swearing on the YouTube.
That isn't swearing.
I'll have to put profanity warnings on this video now with your potty mouth.
It gets worse. That's
And I'm not
why.
driving. Look. Safety first.
Safety first.
Right, I'm going to hand over to her in a minute so we can film the green. I said where you live is really pretty.
It is.
It is really pretty. Right. Sat nav says we'll be there at 2:31 and we can load in at 2:30. We do have to stop for the Starbucks at some point, so we might be slightly later. We will find one, even if it's out of the way. Right, let's go! It's now Saturday, but I keep thinking it's Sunday. But it's Saturday. And I did no filming yesterday. So I'm going to try and rectify that today. Oh, look who I found. Hello.
Good morning.
This is also the behind the scenes that you've come to expect. I spilled coffee on my t-shirt. I think it's come off, but now my t-shirt's wet and it won't dry under the handrail.
It might dry in front of the fan. Use the fan as a hand dryer. Don't have your lanyard.
Honestly, what is my life? I'm the spiller. It's Saturday morning, the show has just opened, so time to go and see some vendors. Loved this stall as an alternative to wool. All of the yarns that you see are environmental, so either cotton, recycled denim, or from other blends that make them non-animal product. Stitch definition was really great in those cotton yarns. this is one of the art bats that I've got, and it really made me want to dig it out and start spinning with it, but I'm really afraid in case I mess it up. Ellie! Loads of people stopped by to chat to Ellie over the weekend and then came to find me to say that they'd met Ellie and seen the pictures of the sheep on the stand. There were so many amazing buttons that I could have used on Noah's cardigan, but they were all ceramic or porcelain, I think, and I don't think that would have been suitable for a 2-year-old child. I really love bunny to beanie because it's a great alternative to wool, and in the February show they usually bring the rabbits with them so that you can see where the fur comes from, but because of the heat they were quite rightly at home keeping cool. And just like that, I'm home and it's time to share with you the goodies that I've bought. I have a few things. I do have some wool. What are you gonna do, hey? I'm at a yarn show. Is that one of my approved exceptions? I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm home and it's actually a week later now since I got home from the show. Last week of work was incredibly busy and I wasn't able to get this video edited and up immediately because I got home from Gemma's late on Sunday. I got home about 6 o'clock. wasn't able to edit the video then, and I've been in work all week. So I'm just finalising this final clip. Finalising the final clip. I'm just finishing this final clip, and then the video will go live today, Monday, the 18th of September. Where is time going, honestly? So yeah, it was a brilliant show again. It was a bit quieter. So the footfall, I don't know if you would have been able to see that in the clips. The footfall was a lot quieter than the February show, but that's always the case. It's always a smaller show. It's only over 2 days. It's the Friday and Saturday. The February show is 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There were a couple of stall holders that had been poorly. So I think there were 3 stall holders less this year than they should have been, because they were poorly and weren't able to make it to the show. But generally speaking, it was a really lovely show. Lots of people there spending money, which is great for all the vendors and people who put all of their time and effort into exhibiting, showing, vending at Unravel. And yeah, it was really good. It was so lovely to have a woolly weekend away and spend time with lots of fun people. The one clip, and I'm gutted that I didn't do it, the one clip I didn't film was the Great Hall. And in the Great Hall was Gemma, of course, but Katie was there from the Yarn Whisperer, Ted of Ted Knit, Dan from Boner Yarns, Fudge and Mabel, who I have some things. So there were a few lovely vendors, and there were a few others whose names I apologise, I forgot everybody that was in the room. But I wasn't able, I ran out of time first thing in the morning when I went and did my lap of filming everything. I needed to get back because Gemma was quite busy. And of course, I meant to be there working. And then I didn't just get a chance to film in the Great Hall. So that was the one that was missing. So I do apologise for missing those vendors out. But it was genuinely so much fun. We went out for a curry on Friday night with a load of people, which was just, yeah, great. So thank you very much to Woolly Friends for having me in your little group and being, yeah, just the greatest people. We had the best weekend away. So just to wrap up, I will show you my purchases. Not all yarn, would you believe, because I'm not meant to be buying yarn. I bought the cutest. So this is the Haberdasher Bee, and this is a sustainable and plastic-free haberdashery, and they had these perfect hand-turned crochet hooks. So I picked up a 5mm, don't know what I'm going to do with it, and yeah, it was like £7, so reasonably priced. Perfect for me, the way I hold my hook, that will sit in the crook of my hand. So I'm very excited to try some crochet with that at some point and hopefully get some more. I really loved that. I popped to Anne Kate in Beag, and at the EAYF show at the beginning of the year, I bought the kitten cardigan. Still haven't made it because it's a steeked cardi, and the wool that I wanted to use wasn't wool, it was nylon. So I couldn't use that, but this is the new pattern, or this is a new pattern. Look at that cute unicorn. So at some point I might have a go at making this. It's a double knit cardigan. So once I finish the cardigan and the jumper for Noah and Thea, I might have a go at making a unicorn for Olivia maybe, or Thea. So I bought a pattern. I then bought, and this is a Christmas gift, so I'm going to give this to Mark. So this is from Tabby and Tweed, and this is about weaving. Apologies for the plastic in the light. But you basically get a tiny little loom, the little comb to help you prepare, and yeah, some fibre, some wool to actually do the weave. I don't know the terminology. And then there's some fluff bumps as well that we can thread some fluff through, some fibre. So this is going to be a bookmark so that you can see how it maybe comes at the back. So I wanted to buy one of these last February at the show, and I was driving home. I was like, I remembered I didn't go back and get it. and I've got one. So people always ask me what to get me for Christmas, and I never know what to tell them. So this will be a Christmas gift from someone, one of my brothers, Mark, my mum and dad, Mark's mum, who knows. I'm going to give it to Mark, and then when people do the usual, what does Martin want for Christmas, he can say, ah, I've already got a Christmas gift here. Can someone have it and wrap it up? So I'm happy because I get a woolly related Christmas gift. And I'll forget I've had it by December. So I'll open it on Christmas Day and I genuinely be like, oh, that's amazing, because I would have forgotten. I did buy some wool. These are a little bit more turquoise in real life, a bit more vibrant. Colours are so vibrant. So I saw this, and this was the wool. This was going to be my souvenir scheme for the weekend. This was what I wanted to buy to make socks for me at some point. But because the yarn is so bonkers, I'm going to do it as like just a simple vanilla sock pattern. And it would just show off the colours in the yarn. But then I decided I may as well get this one as well, so I can have contrast heel, toe, and cuff. So for me, I'll have to do a heel flap and gusset because I have slightly wider feet. But that's okay, because I could do the heel flap and everything in this, and then I can pick back up and rejoin that in. So I'm very excited. At some point, they will become socks for me. And then the final thing I bought was from Fudge and Mabel, and I will put the link down below to Fudge and Mabel's Instagram. Go and check them out. They do the most amazing needle felting, and I'm gutted that I didn't film the Fudge and Mabel stand, because they have the most amazing felt taxidermy with, they've got like a giraffe and a unicorn, all done with needle felting. It is just the most gorgeous thing ever. And on the stand, they have kits ready that you can either buy ready-made that they've already felted for you, or you can buy kits to have a go yourself, or they've got lots of individual bits that you can either use for spinning. They've got twirly locks, and yeah, it's just an amazing stand. And these were brilliant value, £5, 5 of these for £10. So because you know I'm a spinner, I've got my t-shirt on today, it'll get done. I need a I'm a spinner now t-shirt. But I thought, because I'm not making much progress with my spinning, because I'm worried I'm going to ruin the fibre. And with knitting, I can just rip it back and reuse the yarn again. I don't think you can really do that with spinning. Once you've spun it, if you mess it up, you've messed it up. So I actually loved these because I've got 5 smaller bumps. Obviously, all of my Grello dreams, you know these colours are my colours. So I'm thinking something like this in a fade that I can then spin up these little bumps. Whatever happens with them, happens with them. But they're much smaller for me to have a little play with. And they are merino, so they're super soft. I know merino can be a bit tricky to spin, I think people say. But yeah, I'm super excited to have these, and then just take one off and have a little go at spindle spinning, and then get back into the big bats that I've got and have a bit more practice. So I bought these from Fudge and Mabel, but please go and check out their website. And that's it. I had a brilliant time. Maybe this is the thumbnail. This was my exhibitor pass. Can you see that little grey girl? So I had the best time with Gemma. Thank you very much for letting me be your stall buddy for the weekend, doing the admin, taking some payments, chatting to people, doing all the things that you get to do when you're at a yarn show, as well as making the tea and general ferrying and carrying. I need a charger for the card reader, that kind of stuff. It's such a busy thing, a yarn show, so it's great to be able to help Gemma out and be part of the little grey girl team for the weekend. Thank you to all those of you who turned up and came to the show. It was just so amazing to see everybody. Thank you especially final shout out to my mad friends, Charlotte, Amanda and Rick, who turned up at the show with a t-shirt with my face on it. At the February show, people were stopping me, which was lovely, because I say, please stop me if you see me at a show. I love to chat to people and see behind the camera. And Rick was like, oh, you're like Yarn Bono. It became a joke. So they put that on a t-shirt. So yes. And then on the back, they went back through my YouTube and they did the Knit365 tour, and they worked out all the places that I visited and made me a little tour t-shirt. So a big thank you to, yeah. If you follow me on Instagram, go and find, I think I put it on my Instagram. There's a surprise video, and it's also on my Substack, where Rick filmed their arrival. But yeah, thank you to them for turning up. Yarn friends are the best friends. I speak to them every day. I had no idea what they were doing. I knew they were coming to the show, but I didn't know that that's what they were doing. So thank you for the surprise. They wore these all day then, basically all around the show. And at one point I was doing my final bits of yarn shopping and they were following me around like little ducklings following a duck. Very bizarre, but very funny. So thank you very much, guys, for the special treat. I do appreciate it, despite what my face said in the video. But there we go. I'm going to wrap this video up now then. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for watching the Unravel Adventures. I will be back probably with Irina for a live in a week or so's time. My yarn has arrived for the MCAL, so I need to show that off. And yeah, I hope that you are all keeping well. I hope that you enjoyed seeing Behind the Yarn show. If you weren't able to get there, if you live in the UK, the next show is in February, and it would be great to see some of you there. It's a 3-day show, much bigger show. So yeah, please think about heading down to the next Unravel. So I will leave it there. I will be back very soon. So until we speak again, happy crafting.